Hi, welcome to Easter Explained on Easter Sunday. The wait is over, and I hope you've all received some Easter eggs. Perhaps you've eaten one already, or perhaps instead you've had a hard-boiled egg or a fried egg for breakfast, or even a hot cross bun with butter, that kind of thing. Well, whatever you've had for breakfast, we want to say Happy Easter. And for the last time here at SD BBC News, here are today's news headlines. A survey has recently found that the most popular type of rabbit jewellery is gold. 24-carat gold. In book news, a new Easter joke book has just been launched. It's called Easter Yolks and Hot Cross Puns.
Oh dear.
In technology news, a new device has just been invented to help rabbits get their fur dry quickly when it gets wet.
Oh.
Yeah. It's called a hairdryer. And finally, postmen are to be given an extra day's holiday after Easter because after delivering so many letters and packages at this time of year, do you know what? They're absolutely exhausted.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, Egbert, your jokes didn't improve, so there will now be a special video that will show tomorrow of you being given an egg custard pie face.
But I mean, I did my best.
I did warn you, bad jokes deserve custard pies. So do tune in tomorrow to see our special egg custard pie broadcast. Well, now it's time for a recipe from Cook's Corner, and so we're going over to Pauline Hollywood. Hi, Pauline. What are you going to be cooking today?
I call it chocolate scrambled egg.
Oh, okay, interesting. Sounds a great recipe to finish this week with.
It's one of my favourite Easter treats. First of all, you take your Easter egg, you pop it into a freezer bag, like so. And then you need one of these.
Ooh, are you going to use that to mix the ingredients?
No, I use it to bash it up. That's my favourite part. You can obviously use this to put on toast, or I like to eat it straight from the bag.
Okay, thanks, Pauline. She's not much of a cook, is she?
No, I think we'll ask Mary Berry to come back next time.
Well, I think we've had enough chocolate cooking for a while. Let's see if we can get an online report from Daph O'Dil. Hopefully she'll have some better news about Jesus. It was all a bit sad and worrying last time.
And I wonder if Peter's back on the scene. Daph, are you there?
Yes, I certainly am, and I am excited, and I've got some marvellous, wonderful, fantastic news to tell you. I cannot stop smiling.
Sounds great! What is it? Come on, tell us.
Hold on, I would love to tell you, but I have got somebody here who the news will sound even better coming from, and he's here with us right now. Good morning, Peter.
Hello, Daph.
Hello.
Okay, it's not just a good morning, it's the best morning ever!
Tell us why, Peter, because only a couple of days ago, you were nowhere to be seen, and Esther the servant girl did tell us how after Jesus had been arrested, you started telling people you didn't even know him.
Sadly, that's true, and thanks for reminding me, Daph. But you're right. When Jesus was arrested, I got scared and worried about all that was happening and what was going to happen. And, well, from then onwards, things just got worse and worse, as probably you heard about.
Well, I have heard, but could you tell the viewers at home, please?
Well, even though Jesus had never done anything wrong, even though everything that he'd done was right and perfect, the Jewish religious leaders, they stirred the people up against Jesus. And because of that, Jesus was killed. He was crucified, and it was terrible. And it seems as if everything that we'd hoped for had come to an end. And it looked just simply so hopeless for us all.
And how did that make you and the disciples feel?
Well, we were really sad. We thought that we'd lost our best friend forever. And that, we've got to remember that it was only a few days ago in Jerusalem that people had welcomed Jesus as this rescuing king that God had promised them. But then it looked as if though everything had gone horribly wrong.
So what happened then?
Well, when Jesus died, Jesus' body was put into a tomb.
A tomb? What's a tomb?
Well, it's like a cave that is carved out into a big rock. And then they sealed it with this huge stone. And it looked as if it was all over, as if it was the end of Jesus. And that was on Friday. But then today, on Sunday, everything changed.
How?
Well, some of the women who had been followers of Jesus too, they went to the tomb, and it was early in the morning this morning, and when they got there, that they found that the tomb was empty, and that the stone had been rolled away, and that there was one of the women there, Mary. When she got there, she'd found that everything had changed, and Jesus was there, and she spoke to Jesus, and he was back to life.
So when did they come and tell you this?
Straight away they came and told us and all of the other disciples this good news. But you know what? We didn't really believe them. So me and one of the other disciples, John, we ran as fast as our legs could carry us to the tomb. And we saw that everything that they said was absolutely true. It was empty.
Now, when something is empty, that's usually bad news, right? But not today.
That's right. Because later on, Jesus appeared to me and the other disciples. He'd been dead, but now he was definitely alive. And we all saw him with our own eyes too. It was amazing.
I'm sure. But how did that make you feel after only a few days ago telling people that you didn't know Jesus? Did you think that Jesus wouldn't want to be friends with you anymore after doing something so wrong?
Do you know what? One of the great things about Jesus is that no matter what you've done, Jesus always loves you and always wants to be our friend. And Jesus forgave me for letting him down like that. Actually, Jesus explained that the reason that he'd come from heaven to earth was because of all the wrong things that we do, to rescue us from them.
Rescue? What do you mean?
Well, the wrong things we do stop us from being real friends with God. So because God loves us so much, and he wants to be friends with us, he sent Jesus to come to this earth to take away for us all the bad things that we have done so that we could be forgiven. And when he died, or when Jesus died on the cross, it was as if Jesus was taking our punishment away for all those bad things, so that just like me, that we can be forgiven by Jesus and be friends with God now and forever.
Wow. So that is the great rescue that he came to bring. And that's great news. So what are you going to do now?
Well, of course, I'm going to keep on following Jesus. And we're going to tell others, and we're going to spread the good news about Jesus and tell everybody about him and what he's done, and that he's alive.
Well, thank you so much, Peter. I better let you go.
Oh, thanks, Daph. But before you go, I've got something for you.
Oh.
Here's an Easter egg. Now, you can do what you want with it. You can make that recipe that we were shown earlier. Or do you know what? Better still, it will be a great reminder to you of what Easter is really all about.
Oh, thank you so much, Peter. That's brilliant. Thank you for joining us here today.
Thank you.
Well, what fantastic news. And that is my final and last on-location report here in Jerusalem. For now and one final time, back to you in the studio.
Wow, that's amazing. Jesus came back to life. No wonder Easter Sunday is such good news.
That's right. And you know what? I
What?
finally figured out something.
What?
Well, the reason we have hot cross buns at Easter time, it's to remind us that Jesus died on a cross so that we could be forgiven. And so that if we ask Jesus into our lives to forgive us for the wrong things we've done, we can be friends with God again.
Wow, do you know, I figured out something too. You know about Easter eggs? When you open an Easter egg,
Yeah.
what's inside?
Well, nothing. They're empty.
That's right. That reminds us on Easter Sunday, the tomb was empty because Jesus came back to life.
I get it. So, that is Easter Explained.
Ah, wow, that's all we've got time for today. We hope you enjoyed Easter Explained, and we hope you'll keep looking into the good news about Jesus. And don't forget to tune in one last time tomorrow to see Egbert enjoying his egg custard pie. See you then, and thanks for watching.